Hello everyone, Clickharder1 here playing Football Manager 2017. We are playing with Grasshoppers in the Swiss Super League, and it is the second season, and the second half of the season is just about to start. We are at the top of the league. We are surprising ourselves by playing very well, and we can also see that let's D, I think it was. Yes, we see we were top of the league in the Champions League. Also super surprisingly, I'm not sure what happened. We won against Juventus away, Bayern Munich at home. Then we got 0-0 two times against Sporting Lisbon. And then we beat Juventus at home 2-1 before Bayern Munich crushed us 5-1. But that match was not important for us because we had already won the group at that point. And now we're gonna take on Paris Saint-Germain very soon. Starting away and then playing at home. That was a very, very bad draw for us. But hopefully we can have the same form as we showed against Juventus and the first match against Bayern Munich. Friendlies, we lost against Red Bull Leipzig. Trnava, draw. Jean, draw. That was a bad result. Mlada Boleslav 5-2. Laida 2-0 and then 1-1 against Sigma Olomouc. So not very good in the friendlies, but I feel like we are ready. We are facing Vaduz and Lucerne in the first two matches, and those are matches that we should really win. Let's look a bit at the squad performance. So a quick look at team performance here. You can see Antonov have been very good for us. He's the left defender. But he will be suspended here early on. I don't think that is a big deal. Xavi Munoz have not been that good this season because he's not playing in his best position. Lucas Andersen have been phenomenal. Jan Bamert, 19-year-old Swiss defender, have been very strong as well. Numa Lavanchi, the right defender, he's been good. Joe Moll, the goalkeeper, super surprised by his performance. He's been absolutely amazing, especially in Champions League. I don't think he was the goalkeeper against Bayern Munich, actually. I think he was injured at that time. Marko Basic, he's been very strong as a defensive midfielder. Rich Mansi, he's been good, not as great as the second half last season, but still very, very good. Cedric Cesiger, our super talent in the defensive line. He's being chased by a lot of big clubs in Europe, but we are keeping him for now. Rafael Lucas, the new signing this season. He's been okay, maybe not brilliant, but he's been okay. Caillou were the best player we had, but he's getting injured so many times, and at the moment he's out 3 to 4 weeks. Nicolas Sukachev, he's been maybe uh, the big breakthrough this season. Nicolas Sukachev, you can see his average rating over the 10+4 matches he's been playing, very strong, and he's been scoring goals and making assists. Mijatovic, our third big talent in the defensive, in the central defensive position. He's also very good, but he's not been playing that much. And Josip Mujic is also deserving a mention. Attacking midfielder. I think he might be the choice that we go for instead of Caillou now. The other choice is Nikola Georgiev, 20 years old. Mujic is 16 years old still. Both are big talents. We will see who will earn that position now with Caillou gone, but as soon as Caillou comes back, he will step in. And we also gonna give a chance to Vincent Baruchet now in these two matches, I think, because he's also a massive talent, just turned 17 years old. And we can see that this table now, last season I thought it would be a bug but it's probably a feature of some sort because this is the second half of the season being shown here, and this is the full season because there is a long break here in the middle. I think it's about 2 month long break, and we are just back from it, and we are ready to take on Vaduz. So I will play the matches against Vaduz and Lausanne, and then I will see you when it's time to play against Paris Saint-Germain. And we have reached the point where we need to play against Paris Saint-Germain. Should be an interesting match. You can see some other results. Actually, it is only Real Madrid who won against Man United. All other matches have been a draw so far. And I would really like our match to be a draw as well, even if that will be difficult. Let's look at the matches against Vaduz and Lausanne. Against Vaduz, we were the stronger team. They only had one shot on goal, no highlight for them. Mujic finds Mansi, and Mansi scores the first goal of the match. And Mansi will also score the second one. This time it is Sukachev who heads the ball to Mansi, and 2-0. That is the final result against Vaduz. Against Lucerne, you can see that we were the stronger team. 60% ball possession, 7-3 in shots on target, but they scored the first goal of the match. So I think, yeah, he will shoot it, and the score comes in 1-0 Lausanne. We managed to get it back before halftime. Mujic with that shot, very nice. Sherko Gobaru played. We had a few players that we rested in this match because we wanted them to be fresh coming into the match against Paris Saint-Germain. So this is the team we will play with, but we will play counter-attack in this match. Mujic is a bit tired. Marko Basic, Antonov, and Sesiger. Actually, the whole defensive line is a bit tired. They might struggle a little bit towards the later part of this match. We can see that Sukachev is injured as well. I'm a bit worried about this match, but I hope we will just not be crushed. That is the most important thing. Let's get into it. We can see that Paris Saint-Germain are big favorites, as well as they should be. We're gonna get the help from our assistant manager to do that. The pressure is all on the opposition. Remind the players of that fact. I think that is a good one to use now. Whew. Let's go, guys. We're gonna skip the warm-up. First highlight of the match. We are in minute 20, and it looks like he hits the bar. And they take the ball back, and that is score. Yes, it's going to be a goal. Cavani finds Belotti, and Paris Saint-Germain takes the lead. Lavanchi. What the hell did you do there? Second highlight is I feel like we have lost this already, but maybe this time we can get a highlight. Lucas. Okay, Paris Saint-Germain takes the ball when we fail to find our attackers. Di Maria, Cavani, and Cavani shot on target. The second shot on target for them, but the highlight continues, and it looks like they will get another attempt. Di Maria, Belotti, nope, we denies him. But Paris Saint-Germain just continue to push forward, and Belotti scores 2-0. A miracle does not strike twice. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Paris Saint-Germain continued pushing forward. Marquinhos finds Belotti, and we have 3-0. Belotti with the hat-trick in the first half. And we are just not strong enough to be able to compete with Paris Saint-Germain. We had that excellent form for a while in the Champions League as well as in the league. But yeah, today we do not stand a chance, and it's half time, 3-0 down. I'm not going to tell anything to the team. Maybe we can at least get some goals back. That would be nice. Mujic, you need to pass. Antonov, come on. Find someone. Andersen, Mansi. Okay, Mansi. No, Lavanchi. Okay, now. No. No, no, no. Oh, yes, 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 yes! Rafael Lucas. Ooh, I thought that Mujic would pass Rafael Lucas earlier on, but he passed it back instead. And Munoz finds the same space that I was thinking of. And Rafael Lucas, this time he will not make a mistake. 3-1, and maybe we can make a match out of this. But this highlight goes to Paris Saint-Germain. Di Maria, oh, he managed to get by so many people, so many players. Cavani, they just keep on getting the ball, and that one is in the post. They're just so much stronger in one-on-ones, and we can see some of their players can even take on 2 or 3 of our players and come out victorious. And there is just so much room. Good save by Joel Moll. At the moment, it is Joel Moll keeping the score down. They just keep on getting corners. They have had 14 corners so far. Okay, if we end the match 3-1, I will be happy. Uh, no chance we can turn it around in the second leg of 4-1. Di Maria with that much room inside of the penalty area. He will not make a mistake. Ferrati finds him and steps forward and just, yeah, Julmol, you have been making a lot of saves this match, but you can't save everything. End of the game, we lose 4-1, and in honesty, it should have been a few more goals for Paris Saint-Germain. We should tell the team it is a disappointing performance, but they all looked happy about that, so maybe they will find, if we can just win the second match, even if we do not win with enough goals, I would be super happy. Even a draw would be amazing. We have played the 4 matches. Let's look at the match against Sion first. They took the lead. Then we got the penalty, and I thought this was a rather weak penalty. He hits it. The goalkeeper was too fast and hit it behind the goalkeeper. Kind of very strange. Then they scored 2-1, and Josep Mujic scored for us to make the final score 2-2. There we go. Mujic have started to come alive after Caio's injury. Next up was the match against Lugano, and Mujic started this match very strong. We're gonna see the ball is gonna get to Mujic. There we go. And he's been scoring a lot of goals like that, quite far out. Then I think Mujic was involved in this goal as well. There go Mujic to Rafa Lucas, and Rafa Lucas 2-0 at that point. Lugano managed to get 1 goal back, but still it was our game. We were the stronger team, and we deserved those points. Then we had a superb showing against Thun, and the early game was just amazing for us. First goal of the match, so Rafa Lucas had the ball and got it back, and then he scores. I think that was in the 4th minute. Yes, it was. But Mujic was also very hot this game. There we go. 2-0 at that point. And Mujic continued to play well. Rafa Lucas, and that is another goal for Mujic. 3-0. And the Mujic Rafa Lucas show continued. Mujic to Rafa Lucas, 4-0. And directly after that, Thun actually scored a goal as well. That is actually quite a nice goal from Okafor. And I just noticed that Rich Mansi also scored a goal. We missed that. Rafael Lucas finds Rich Mansi. I think that was actually 2-0. And before halftime, Andersen with the free kick, 6-1 at that point. And Rafael Lucas, he wanted to make a hat-trick as well this match. Caio came in, and Rafael Lucas scored 7-1. That was Caio's comeback. He was healthy for the first time in this match, but I let Mujic start, and then Caio came on in the second half. And we can see Mujic 2 goals, 2 assists, and Rafael Lucas 3 goals, 3 assists. Sadly, after that excellent performance, we were playing against young boys, and it was our game. We had 25 shots, 9 on target. They had 8 shots, 2 on target, but they scored the only goal in the match. Asale finds the net. Lavanchi was playing. So that was a bit sour, a sour way to end those 4 matches. If we had won against Young Boys, I would have felt slightly confident we could at least get a win against Paris Saint-Germain, even if we would not move through to the next round. But now it feels like we will be crushed. One good news, the player we were lacking on our team, we had to bring in Gilson Costa, but now we actually got a young talent, 15-year-old defensive midfielder, super potential, already quite strong player. So we have a tired team coming into the match against Paris Saint-Germain, and we're actually going to play standard for the first time in the Champions League. Let's look at Mojic. Actually, he's been developing so much. What an amazing player he will be, already at 3.5 stars. Potential to be a lot better. Determination 20. You can see green arrows all over the place, and some are even pointing very high up. Ooh. Should we play with him against Paris Saint-Germain? I think we're gonna let Caillou come in and play from the start, because yeah, if Caillou can play at his best, he should be a lot better in this match, I think. So let's see if that will be beneficial for us. We have a lot of tired players. John Baumert, he is set to become a national play for the Swiss national team for the first time. Sesiger, actually 1 cap only for him. Okay, let's start the game. Caillou is not in peak form, but I think it will be fine. And we have Mojic to put in the second half if there is a need for that. Cavani, Moura, Di Maria, Ferrati, Marquinhos, Kurzawa, Laporte, Thiago Silva, Mario, and Belotti is the main threat in the attack. He was amazing in the first match against us. Half time, there was only one highlight, a free kick in the post in the first half. Looks like Paris Saint-Germain are playing rather defensively. Can we make any changes for the second half? Let's just push forward. We need to score 3 goals, and I feel like that is impossible with our team against a team like Paris Saint-Germain. But there is always hope. First highlight of the second half, and it looks like it's going to Paris Saint-Germain. Mario and Belotti scores the goal. That was rather cheap, I felt like. Could have done a lot better. Joel Mall. And then our defense was not on their toes. Another highlight for Paris Saint-Germain, a corner, and it will lead to Di Maria scoring 2-0 Paris Saint-Germain, 6-1 over the 2 matches. Caillou have not been successful. That was a big mistake, letting him play. Another highlight, I think this will be for Paris Saint-Germain as well. It looks like Cavani, Kurzawa, and yeah, they're not really making it happen, but maybe now Kurzawa, Cavani, and Baumert, that might have been an own goal. Yes, it was. Baumert hoping to get a chance for the Swiss national team. He's been selected for the main squad, but then he scores an own goal. Maybe that will hurt his chances. Highlight for us, a corner. Can we at least get a goal away from this match as well? Mujic 2 times and then Mansi, and we have a goal. We are at least able to score goals on Paris Saint-Germain, but at the moment it looks like we will only manage 1 goal per match, while they are scoring a lot more than that. So we ended up losing this match as well, 3-1 to Paris Saint-Germain, and it is 7-2 the total score. I guess that was kind of expected. The playoffs were a lot harder than we thought. Uh, they were as hard as we thought they would be, and we were faced with PSG, who are one of the strongest teams in this game. So it was super difficult for us. We didn't really have the strength to keep up, but we scored 2 goals. That's not too bad. And as you can see, we are now 8 matches in. Some teams have played 9 matches. Our match against Basel was moved, so we will not be able to play that in this episode. Young boys have closed the gap. They're just behind us now. Basel is also decently close. That match against Basel will be super important now if we want to keep the distance down to Young Boys and Basel. And after losing to Paris Saint-Germain, we played against Zürich, the derby, and it was a very close match, even if we started off very well. It should be Rafael Lucas. There we go. That was the first goal of the match. And Lucas Andersen with the free kick, he assisted to the first goal of the match and he scored the second one on his own. Then Zürich in the second half, late in the second half, they started to push forward and what the hell, Schönbächler scored for them. Uh, in the middle of them pushing forward, we got a counter-attack and the ball ends up in front of Mansi, who scores. Mansi have not been that strong in the second half of the season so far. And then they got a penalty after Bamert caused it to finalize the score at 3-2. We managed to win against Zürich. That was very important. And then we played also against St. Gallen, and that was also pushed forward a little bit. We were supposed to play them earlier on. There we go. And it was a late goal from a corner, from a free kick. Mijatovic scores rather easily. That he got the ball at that point. Someone should have been able to head it away earlier than that. But we are happy to win against St. Gallen. It's very, very close in the league now. We are out of the Champions League, which means we should be able to focus fully on the league. But we know that Young Boys and Basel are pushing forward. Young Boys have been very strong in the second half here so far. So we have 10 matches left to go for us, 9 for some of our main competition. And we will see if we will be able to hold on. That will be in the next episode. Until then, I am Killer Cowdewine. Thank you all for watching.